Yep. This is how I'm living. This is my kitchen. And this has been ripped apart from July of 2019. The inspector told Miss River, aka Slum, that she had to take all the pipes, the galvanized pipes out, in all 3 units. This apartment is 3 units. And she had to take all the galvanized pipes out and replace it with copper. She only take it from my apartment, and she hasn't do the other 2 apartments. And I don't speak today, there's a contractor, a lover outside, his truck outside. He working next door because her bathroom clogged up, and I keep on have to keep plunging mine because the whole thing messed up. And so she tried to get rid of me, so she wouldn't have to do all of this. The apartment, this is $1,167 per month. And if she get rid of me right now, Section 8 will pay her $1,500 per month. So if she get rid of me now, she gonna get rid of the rest of them. But I'm the hardest one to get rid of. So July 2019, this is what it do. She paid me for 2 weeks, for 15 days really, to relocate. And during that time, she teamed up with the lady at Section 8. She had sent a letter to said that my Section 8 had been revoked and I have 30 days to rebuttal. Miss Rivers came in and she was sitting in my living room at my letter slot, and she didn't want me in the premises, period. And she was waiting to get that letter. She changed the lock on the door. So she was harassing me, pointing my face and all that kind of stuff, and harassing me, and I have proof to it. So I couldn't take it anymore. I went and I took a restraining order out on her. And after I took the restraining order, she got scared and she didn't come back. So 2 days later, I got a letter from Section 8. And I called Miss Iris Asher. She is my advisor down there. And with her, the letterhead from Section 8 and everything. And she got scared. She told me she didn't send that letter. And the letter said, I have a copy of it. The letter stated that I have until August the 31st. If I relocated before, I can't come back in the building because so she evicted me, which you don't have that authority. I had to speak to her supervisor, Miss Starr, and I went down there. They didn't give me an appointment. I walked in, I went down there, and they both told me I was a waste. I'm from a third world country, and I wasn't born in the United States. So I don't have the privileges like people who were born in the United States. This old building, all 3 units, was damaged, water damage. And Slum paid the rest of them to relocate and to finish the work. But what happened, she didn't pull a permit from the city, which she should done. So they didn't fix the pipe that just covered over, so she still has problem. She fixed the roof. And she was supposed to, put a new roof on it. She didn't do that. She just covered it. So when I called the city, they came out and they put a thing on the door and that stopped all the work. I got that too. I can show. And so Miss Rivers started taking me to court. The city told her she got to redo the roof and do it right. I got to pull a permit. Told her she got to pull a permit for my apartment, and which she did. And so all that we were going through. So she thought by giving me the city The rent stabilization audience said she can pay me up to $400 per day. At first, I told her to pay the lady down the street $50. She didn't want to pay her. Stayed there 3 days. Ended up catching pneumonia. So I had to move back in here. And from there, I got fungus in my ear. Not just fungus, but mold and mildew. And I almost lost my hearing. When I went to the doctor, they told me that I had an open wound from the mold and mildew in my ears. And I had a hole in my eardrum. And they treated it. It took 2 months to heal. And they said if it didn't, then they would have to do surgery. Luckily, they didn't have to do surgery. So I have all those medical reports. See the sign of medical. I was going through some psychological problem, and my doctor, Ron Zinger, practiced in Beverly Hills, California. He came to my apartment because he couldn't believe what I was telling him, and he came to see. And at the time, I was going through financial difficulties, and he, Mr. Zinger, Dr. Zinger, the humanity within him, he gave me some money to tie over until I get my Social Security. And that's how I've been living. I have my friends, some of them, they come and they help me out. So this is what happened in July. The work stopped in July because I went to court and the court threw the whole thing out because she didn't have a case. So it stopped. It's not finished. And if you see the inspector told her all of this that ripped apart, she did it. My stove doesn't work. Over a year. See, turn it on. Don't work. I had to buy this little thing here to help me out. And that, as you can see, it ripped apart, hole in she did this, right? And she's saying that I should go to a shelter while a shelter while she's doing the work. And she bragged about it, that she paid off Miss Atchell and Miss Starr at Section 8. And they told me that Miss Rivers not in Section 8 anymore. And they gave me 3 different letters. One, I was terminated and all this stuff. And when I went to the main office, it was not in the computer. So the whole thing was bogus. And Miss Atchell told me not to come back to the office anymore. So right now, as I am, I don't know if I'm still on Section 8. Every month, I pay my rent, my portion of the rent. Miss Rivers get a raise twice last year. She get a regular raise in the rent, and she get one for refurbishing the apartment. The rent stabilization said she can't get a raise for refurbishing until she finished the work, and she had to pull a permit, which she hadn't at the time. So pause for a minute, and I'll take a walk around and show you the rest. Okay. Now, this is my kitchen. Very compact. The stove don't work, so I have to buy that little thing right over here. All right, I gotta buy this. This don't work. You can tell. See there? No flame. Nothing. Not those. But from I show you where the trench in the floor, rats and possum and other stuff been coming in from under the floor, and they were eating up my food. I'm Jewish, so I'm kosher. and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables because I'm a Jamaican. And so I buy my stuff and have it in here. And as you can see, pan over here, please. As you can see, I I have to go to Home Depot, and I have to buy all these containers to put my stuff in. Right? All this is cream of wheat. See, this is what I do. I have to put all my stuff in there, my dry goods and stuff. And I don't want to open all of them, but as you can see, this is how I'm living, right? And because I had a 50-pound bag of Uncle Ben rice, a friend of mine bought it for me, and I have it in here. The possum came in that night, they cut it, they went in there, eat rats in there, defecate, and all that kind of stuff. In my living room and in my bathroom, the possum defecate in there. I told Miss Rivers, aka Slum, and she does nothing about it. If you look over here, these are how my thing's set up. If you get a closer look on my refrigerator, the refrigerator is mine. It's new, and when a worker's working, see they scratch it, they put dents in it, and she's not going to repair it or fix it because it's white. It's kind of hard to see, but if you see, it got dents, right? And so this is how I'm living. So these are the things I'm going through. I don't have to use up my washer and dryer. I'm going to show you inside of the washer room. She turn all the pipes off. And I take a little break because I'm running out of breath. I'm still dizzy right now, so I'll come right back. I take a little break. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay. We want to take this. Zoom in down there first. Come this way. Maybe you have to come here and zoom in and catch it. I'll catch it over there. Catch it right here. Catch it over there. Catch it right there. Okay, now, this is my laundry room. And this is my laundry room. And as you can see, the pipe is locked off. And this trench in the floor. Because the city told her she got to change all those galvanized pipes to copper. But not only in here, she got to do it in the whole entire building. So as you can see right here, zoom down here, please.
okay.
What they paid off the inspector, and if you look right here, come over here, you have where the galvanized pipe coming from the sewers and all, whatever that is, going all the way back there. They haven't changed that. They just changed my section, a portion of my section, not even all of my section, right? If you look right there, that's galvanized pipe right there too. That piece right there, going towards the bathtub and all that kind of stuff, and supposed to be the sink. They haven't changed that one either, right? Because I guess it's going to cost more money to do it. So this is what she did. If you look at it, it was supposed to be a gas line for my my dryer. She took that out. There's no gas line there. And this is where the past someone had to stop been coming up and coming into my apartment. So this is my laundry room. I haven't got it working and all of this. And now, last time the inspector came, they said they're going to have to take all of this back down because there's moisture in it. And if you look right here, zoom in. And even though they were supposed to put a cover over all of this, there's still one in here that haven't been covered. And there's another one in my living room, which you'll see later, that haven't been covered. So even that in the past. So I also have a voice where Mr. John Carhill from the health department this month left on my machine after all of this crap right here. He told me that this was okay. He said he closed the case. This is how I'm living. I tripped over here first and fell. I almost broke my leg. As you can see, this, what's today's day? The 14th?
Yeah.
Right? This is July, right? The 14th.
Yes, 2020.
2020.
2020.
Right? This is today as we spoke. I called the city, and the city said on the 17th, which will be Friday, they're going to send an inspector over here. But while I was here, was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Well, yesterday, they called from the inspector office, and they gave me a different address where they said they was going to send the inspector. So this is the crap that they've been going through. And I asked them, how you going to send them to another address when we go over when I told you that's what's going on. Now, I have more than two, but I'm just zooming in on two. Beautiful, ugly nieces. Two beautiful. Let me put my glasses on. But two beautiful, ugly nieces. One named Nadine, and she live in Georgia, Gainesville, she have a house. And the other live in Chicago, Jeanette, the apartment. They are extremely beautiful. But to me, as an uncle, I'm a female relative to me. They're ugly, just like me. Look at me. Look at this mug. Look at this mug. Right? I'm ugly. But they're more beautiful than I am. But they're still ugly because they're my niece. I'm a cousin. So, my niece in Georgia called me and told me and said, Unc, come down here and live with me. Take care of you. But she has her kids and all that kind of stuff. And besides, I shouldn't have to pay my rent and not to accept charity like that. It shouldn't be. My other beautiful, ugly niece, Jeanette, in Chicago, she had kids and grandkids also. And she wanted me to come there. And I have other nieces that I'm not going to, hold on. But they want me to come. But I can't just do that for two reasons. One, I don't want to put my burden on them when they have their own issues to deal with. And two, I shouldn't have to get up out of here and go somewhere when I'm paying my rent legally because this lady paying off people. And just so she can rent the place for more money. I think that's wrong. And I want to say this to Jeanette and everybody who looking at this video. I want you to call Jeanette. Jeanette, you owe me $100. Send it. This this $100. She called me and told me, Hunk, it was on my birthday, March the 28th. She said, Hunk, got $100 for you. I'm gonna send it to you. She even asked me to text her my damn address again, which I already had. Okay. I said, you don't have to do it. She said, because you have your kids. She said, no, it's okay. I'm working. It's yours. I said, okay, fine. She haven't sent it yet. And she had the money. But you know the reason why she haven't sent it? She wanted me to come to Chicago. That's blackmail. And blackmail is illegal. She wanted me to come to Chicago. So I want everybody who looking at this tell Jeanette, keeping my $100 is a blackmail, and she ought to send it to me. Jeanette, I love you. I love your kids. Right? And we're going to leave from here and go to the bathroom and give you a highlight of our insider stay. This is my bathroom. I don't have a shower. This is my tub. As you can see, I have my clothes in there. And my play daughter, Mimi, you're going to come and watch it later tomorrow. Look at the ceiling. I was in here taking a bath. Ceiling. Up there. Up there. Yeah, I was in here taking a bath one day, and a big ass rat fell out from there in the tub with me, taking a bath with me. And in one of the still pictures, you might be able to see, I had my clothes overnight soaking. Got up in the morning, was a rat in there. Right? So this is how the whole thing set up. It speaks for itself. Now, we got 3 of these pipes. Actually 4. My apartment is in the middle. And I got 1 in the back, 1 in the front. This is the next unit, so we got 1, and the other unit over there, we got 1. What Miss Rivers done, she put a lock on the pipe. You see, in all 3. She put a set first, and the city told her she can't keep that on there. You know, she can put one with a key, and she had to give us a key. So what she did, she took that out and she put one in, as you can see, this as a key. But she kept the key, and she lived in Colorado. And this has been going on for 2 years. So when she turned the water off in my apartment, when she started the construction, I didn't have no kind of water. And right over here, in this building over here, the pipe right there. And it's empty now, but some guys live over there. And they used to let me use the water. And that's where I was getting running water from. Miss Rivers, she's a stone cold woman. She has no love for humanity, no compassion. And this is going to be the hand of the video, but also some paperwork, some email. I have a voice with John Carhill that he called and left a message on my machine and told me that he closed the case without he even coming and fix this. And I have the email that I sent to him, I think 3 different emails after I found out what was going on and the discrimination and how he and Miss Rivers, Slum and Slum, uh, conspired against me. And I sent it 3 different emails to him, and he never replied. I sent one to Miss Rivers and let her know. And they never have even the common decency, even to lie and say, well, it didn't happen. They just let it go. So I will put that in it. I also put a copy of the notice that the city put on my door when Miss Rivers was doing the work, and they come and stop the whole thing because it was illegal. So we're doing it illegally. And as you can see, when I show you the pipes and stuff that you took out my apartment, the rest of these other 2 units, she haven't took the pipes out. Like I said, today, this morning, the plumber was here unclogging the other unit, and I have to go through all of that. And every month they come and sometimes they just turn the water off without even letting me know. Sometimes for half an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. And when I talk, they say, "Well, you got at least one flush." So I guess they say I'm allowed to one flush a day. So I can't even use the bathroom when I want to use it. That's gone to them. I just allowed to use it once a day. Thank you. And they're doing my dishes like this. I'm the only one been treated like this. This is a tree that grows here, a guava tree, and each year I used to trim it up for free. So when people pass, all this wouldn't hang in their face or try to blind them. But after Ms. Rivers acting the way she act and whatever, I quit doing it because I wasn't getting paid for it. So Slum and Slum sent me an email after the other 2 tenants complaining, wanted her to trim it up. She sent me an email and gave me 7 days to cut it down. And I wasn't the one that planted it. It grew there. I don't know how it got it, but she gave me 7 days to cut it down as if I was the one that planted it, or if I was the one, if she was paying me and she had paid me to remove the tree, and I didn't. And that's the way how she talked. That's the way she talked to me. She don't ask people to do nothing. She just tell you, or at least with me, right? She called and told me, when I put my the apartment, the still picture, and Facebook, and I told her I sent her a picture of it because I wanted her to know. I didn't want to blindside her or anything because what I'm doing is true. I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying on her or saying anything. And when she got, she sent me an email which I put on it, and the email said for me to take down the post right away, and for me to send her a confirmation letter that I've taken down the post. And that's just how the way she operates. She thought she's God or a goddess or something. You know, and one day we were talking, and I said, Miss Rivers, there's something called the law. You got to work within the law,
Abide. Mm-hmm.
abide by the law. And she told me the only law she abide by is Tina's law, her law, the law that she made. And she took me to court, tried to evict me for over 5 different times. And each time we went to court, it didn't go to trial. The judge threw it out in pretrial and told her she needed to pay me to relocate until the building is finished. But she rather to pay attorneys, pay those inspectors who will take bribe, and the people at Section 8 and those who will take bribe, also at the health department. And so the ozone inspector came a few weeks ago, and they saw the whole thing, the trench and the floor and everything. And before that, the health inspector, which I will, he called me and left a message on my machine and said to close the case. Right? So how we gonna close the case when I can't even live in here like that? So, but I'm gonna put everything on YouTube, and you guys will see it and judge it for yourself.
Let's get some video. How you wash your.
Yeah. So this is, this is. I ain't got no. I don't see no sink in my kitchen. So I got to do washing my little dishes here, and there's no sink in the bathroom either. So this is just the way it is. This is the way it is. So yeah, I she said I'm from a third world country, so I should go back to that kind of living. But I'm from Jamaica, and I don't know nothing about third world.
Some strong people out there too.
Yeah, and when I was there, I had running water, and I wasn't living like this. This place is right now as it is. It's just one stage above being in a pigsty, because pigsty is even cleaner than this place. Because I used to see some pig farmers, and they would have water hose and they would wash down the waste and wash down the pigs and stuff, so they would clean. Because they have to sell the meat to people have to eat it. They didn't want the pig to have no kind of bacteria or whatever it is. But they would wash there ever so often during the day. But this is worse than a damn pigsty. Yes, it is. Worse than a pigsty. Because at least the pigsty, they set it up nice so the pig won't fall and break the leg or whatever. I got a hole in my damn kitchen. Long trench. But yet she said, I'm not the one. Yeah, she said, I'm the one that not letting the workers to work. The sewer pipes need to, they told her that she got to take all of it out. Not just in my unit, but all 3 units. And somehow she pay off these people because she haven't done nothing. It's still there, and she can't blame me because I have nothing to do with them going into, the lady next door in the next unit, every month, once or twice a month, the plumber have to come. And then they turn the water off. Just turn it off, sometimes for half an hour, sometimes for 2 hours. Not even say nothing to me. And that's how I'm living. That's how I'm living. End up 8 days in the hospital because of this. I had mold, mildew, and fungus in both of my ears. I had open wound and a hole in my eardrum. It took 2 months of treatment for me to get rid of it. It's worse than a pigsty. It's really worse than a pigsty. People keep their dog, their pets, a lot better than how I'm living. And this is America. Yes, it is America. It is America. This is a so-called first world country. But in Jamaica, where they call it a third world, nobody live like this. Paying their rent. I pay my rent every month. Even during the coronavirus, I pay my rent. She don't even send me my receipt anymore. I asked her for my receipt. She told me, well, you sent a check, so you got a check stub. Keep it as a receipt. And that's how she treated me. But the rest of the tenant, they get their receipt. That nasty ass bitch. That's it.